Hey Mackenzie, how you doing? I've got your work up right here in the window. Let me just reduce that so everything that's cool, perfect. Okay, so we've got the car. That's awesome. And right now we've got this image right here that's cropped and bleeding in two places. That's excellent. That's the dominant image. You've got to show an image of somebody using this. So you want to show an image of somebody driving the car. Maybe I would think, but it's somehow somebody interacting with this. So maybe in the gear, you can show an image of somebody driving, or somebody inside the car, or somebody inside the car looking out. At any rate, you have to show an image of somebody interacting with the object. You have to show somebody show an image of the result of using the object. So I mean, I don't know if you want to show maybe a map or um, yeah, again, somebody driving the car. I think it would double as interacting and using the object and interacting with the object. Those are kind of unusual, so they kind of mean the same thing. So show two components. Right now you've got components, but they're not listed. You've got I would say, audio center and gear shift or something. This is sports mode and CarPlay. So those aren't really components; they're features. So you want to list components. Okay. Um, Design an everyday life poster 7 by 15, cropped and part of the background images. That's good. I'm just going through the hit list here, and that's all in the assignment page. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have. So right now there's a couple of issues. Well, I shouldn't say issues. There's a couple of areas we can improve in. Right now your body copy it's set in bold. We don't ever want to set body copy in bold. If it's not bold, it's a black. It's a very, very beefy, chunky typeface, and we don't ever want to set body copy in bold because it makes people hear it's synonymous to getting yelled at. So we don't want to do that. So we don't want to set body copy in bold. Next thing you want to do is you don't ever indent one paragraph or a first paragraph. There's no reason to. Indentation is a demarcation of a new paragraph. So if there's only one paragraph, we don't need to indent. Watch your spelling. You want to adjust your regs. And regs are covered in the announcement. By the way, while we're at the announcements, these are very, very important. All four of these announcements week 4 are critical, as is this lecture right here. One of the best you'll ever see on marrying type with image. This video is fantastic. Look, watch it in its entirety and read this entire lecture. It's really great. Okay, so yeah, you want to fix your regs. Don't present type in bold. Don't indent. Right now, your main image, I'm not seeing any clues from your main image. So right now you've got this vertical and horizontal green stripes intersecting at the cap D, but I don't see it. Is there a reason for these green stripes? Is there something? I see you've taken the green from one of the icons in the CarPlay. That's great. That's great continuation. But otherwise, why is it there? Do you see what I'm saying? At this point, what we're trying to get to is we want students to understand that every decision you make, every mark on every page should have a reason for being there. And that reason should be conceptually tied. I should say that reason should have very heavy conceptual ties or very heavy ties to your concept. Okay, that's really important. I'd like to see you to really finesse this. And I'll show you an example here. This is wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous. Try to shoot for something like that. You're almost there. You're getting there. You got the right idea, but let's finesse that a little bit more. Keep working on that. Right now you've got black, white, and green, so you might introduce something else in terms of color and shape. And the shape is really something we're after too. Try to find clues in the image that you can use for shape. Let me show you an example. Okay, so for example, this one right here is this Mini Cooper. The circle for the headline is the dominant portion of the dominant image. So this designer has decided to mimic that in these shapes right here. See how these circles get smaller? And so these circles get smaller. So that's really a great tie right there. And that's what we're after, things like that. Okay, so at this point, I want you to do this. I want you to spend some time in all 3 lectures. There's 3 lectures and 4 announcements this week. There's a lot, but this is critical. Get in there and really study that stuff and let it sink in. Then take my comments and take what you've got here, take a look at it, inventory it. Where am I at? Where do I need to be? How do I get there? That's what your assignment is for Sunday, right? So I'm really looking forward to seeing your final composition on Sunday. It's an excellent start. But just a few areas that we need improvement. All right. If you have any questions whatsoever, please let me know. I'll be glad to make any necessary clarifications. Okay, great start. Thank you, Mackenzie.